ATF's zero-tolerance policy appears to be finding a way to put gun shops out of business despite laws that have been put in place to protect them. Because of the TR Amendment, the ATF and its National Tracing Center Department is prohibited from releasing information from its firearm trace database to anyone other than law enforcement or prosecutors who are using the data specifically for the purpose of criminal investigations. Now, the provision also prohibits the ATF from releasing gun owner data to be used for the purpose of academic research and civil lawsuits against firearm retailers or manufacturers. The gun grabbers will constantly claim that the TR Amendment doesn't allow them to gain firearm access for the purpose of law enforcement investigations. They say this because they want the public to believe that gun owners and gun rights organizations are trying to disrupt police work. Well, this couldn't be further from the truth. Law enforcement and prosecutors are afforded access for legitimate investigations. The protections afforded to gun owners and retailers by the TR Amendment are to preserve the anonymity of lawful gun owners, prevent organizations from naming and shaming gun shops, and protect gun owners and FFLs from junk lawsuits. Not only that, but in response to Congress, the ATF was unable to confirm that the records they were keeping were being used to solve crimes. The ATF said it had no ability to determine the successful prosecution of hundreds of thousands of crime gun traces it completes annually, nor does it have any way to link a trace for specific prosecutions for a particular year. So what's the data being collected for if not to solve crimes? And if it were being used to solve crimes, wouldn't the ATF be able to verify that? The ATF has already shown willingness to use violence against American gun owners, and the agency has also shown that it'll do anything to shut down as many gun shops in America as possible. Under current law, gun stores that go out of business must submit all 4473 forms to the ATF's Out of Business Record Center. Now, this information then gets scanned into a digital gun registry. Although the ATF is already known for violating the constitutional rights of American gun owners with several of its policies, Joe Biden decided while he was in office that he'd make it even easier for the ATF to shut down American gun shops. To make the ATF's job of attacking the businesses and livelihoods of firearm dealers easier, while also making the options for legal gun purchases scarcer, Joe Biden gave his blessing to the ATF and allowed them to implement what is called the zero-tolerance policy. In what appears to be created out of frustration for the protections the TR Amendment provides for gun shops, the zero-tolerance policy seems to have been created as a workaround. Now, the zero-tolerance policy makes even the smallest of mistakes, such as record-keeping errors or procedural issues, subject to strict scrutiny and punishment, most often resulting in the revocation of gun store licenses. It's been reported that firearm retailers have been punished under this policy for making simple application mistakes, such as mistaking the word county for country and putting USA in the county field on a background check form. In 2023, GOA announced publicly that under the Biden administration, ATF has changed its focus from regulating the gun industry to destroying it by whatever means possible, eliminating access to firearms by putting as many gun dealers as possible out of business. The idea behind the zero-tolerance policy is to shut down American gun shops. The Biden administration used the zero-tolerance policy to put 496 gun shops across the U.S. out of business. ATF agents have been committed to actively fulfilling Biden's wishes. Some online reports have claimed that the ATF has reversed this dangerous zero-tolerance policy, but the truth is they've actually reinforced the policy and added new ways to damage and shut down firearm retailers. Is the zero-tolerance policy a way of getting around the TR Amendment and disarming lawful American citizens by shutting down every gun shop? Is the ATF essentially trying to eliminate the legal sale of firearms across America? Well, the good news is GOA has taken legal action against the ATF over its illegal zero-tolerance policy. We'll stay in the fight to prevent this unconstitutional and illegal behavior from the ATF and those gun grabbers who control it. Thanks for watching Bullet Points. I'm Dan Wass for Gun Owners Foundation. You can find more Second Amendment content and updates at gunowners.com.